Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this second evening of Open Geneva. Welcome to the magnificent campus biotech. Thomas, thank you so much for inviting me to take the floor. Very glad to be here, very honored. It's a great pleasure. We will talk about a very, very important subject tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, dear innovators, dear fellow disruptors, we are living in transformative times. We are living in the era of the exponential development of computing power, exponential development of our capacity to connect. We are truly one community nowadays, worldwide, and exponential damage to our biosphere. This is the third mega trend we have to take into account. The first is about Industrial Revolution 4.0. And this does have a very profound effect on the way we do all function. With AI, we have the potential to create entirely new paradigms, and this is quite simply a period unlike any other in the history of civilization, as development happened at a pace and scale not seen before. And to understand the power of this speed up, I would like to encourage you to do a bit of a mental exercise. Close your eyes and think about making 10 steps. You're wandering in your mind, and with each step, you double the size of your step. My question to you is, how long is the 10th step going to be? How much distance are you going to cover with the 10th step? Any clue? Maybe we need a coffee. The 10th step, with doubling the size of each and every step, is going to be about 1 kilometer long. 1,024 meters to be precise, if the average step is 1 meter long and you double it. If you keep on walking, the 17th is going to be about 1.5 marathon long, 65 kilometers. 64. This is what exponential development is about, and this is what Industrial Revolution 4.0 throws at us. On the other side, dear friends, despite the great poverty reduction and progress in healthcare during the last 2 decades, inequality gaps still do manifest themselves in terms of income, wealth, health, gender, and access to digital resources. And in a world which is, as I said, more interconnected than ever before, this is the second trend, this can lead to great tensions and hostile behaviors. To say that these transformative forces can also create significant challenges to tackle is, in this context, an understatement, to say the least. Last but not least, that's the third megatrend, humanity's most significant footprint, 3XL large, on planet completes the picture of exponential forces at play. Science has documented biodiversity loss all too well, global warming, catastrophic impact of pollution. You might know that the 1st of August is the Swiss National Day. But in 2018, it was also the day we essentially used all of the resources available should we want them for the year, should we want to use them in a sustainable way. So from 1st of August onwards, it was very much unsustainable. It was essentially borrowed from future generations. It's not very hard to understand that this cannot go on forever. The creature that wins against its environment loses everything at the end of the day, and we are far from moving in the right direction at the moment. By 2038, it's anticipated that 38% of the world population is predicted to not have proper access to water, and hundreds of millions of people will likely be classified as climate refugees. So this leads me really to ask three important questions this conference should try to tackle. One, how can we transform those formidable challenges I just mentioned into great opportunities? Two, how can we create enough leverage fast enough, because speed is of the essence here, to make the world great again? Anybody trying to fool you that we can just make part of the world great again has not understood what is at play. And third, why is Geneva uniquely placed to deliver? Answering those questions, in my opinion, is essential, because those trials and tribulations are truly Shakespearean in nature. For all of us, it's truly to be or not to be. But it again does also represent a gigantic opportunity for the world if we are indeed capable of acting decisively. I'm far from having all of the answers, and to be honest, nobody seems to have. In a world where increasingly no stakeholder alone is capable of developing solutions or implementation capacities alone, we do need to invent agile and transformative courses of action to give ourselves a chance. We need to work together, differently, in other terms. We must build new partnerships, create new bridges, multi-stakeholder we must be. We, the state, are doing the best to contribute and to boost this international innovation campus that is Geneva, by mapping the ecosystem and by helping to connect the dots as a starting point. Through the sharing of best practices, innovative thinking and acting, and pooling of brainpower, we can reinvent cooperation and co-innovation to create leverage together. This co-petition, people need still to compete, but also to cooperate at the same time, has to become a key feature of this new world. That's the first key. The second key is the multidisciplinary approach. This city has a great track record when it comes to serving as a platform of negotiation, facilitation, and arbitration for highly sensitive and most complex issues. This strong geographic concentration of world-class expertise gives us a great head start, but can we be satisfied with that? Certainly not. We need to keep moving resolutely forward and to develop holistic thinking. As this conference, and I have no doubt about this, will eloquently prove, there is so much more to international Geneva than the countless traditional diplomatic processes. And I know what I'm talking about. I've been part of this for 11 years, from 2002 to 2013. But I feel we do need to get even further when we consider the next steps. Philosophers, specialists of ethics, and even anthropologists most probably need to be included into the debates. Equally, while Geneva has been magnificent in developing rules and norms for the world, we must additionally concentrate on capacity building and on resilience building mechanisms. This is crucial in a super fast changing world. As Gandhi once stated, if you want to change the world, you better start with yourself. In other terms, we do need to lead the way, to innovate even better, to be even more creative, dare I to say, to be bolder if we want to make the planet a better place. Isn't this precisely what Open Geneva is about? Think about it. The Mahatma making a posthumous pitch about the virtues of reinventing oneself and the merits of open innovation, which in this specific case turns Geneva into a republic of innovators, involving the many rather than just the few. Wouldn't that be formidable? This is to say, thank you, Thomas. Thanks to your great team. Thanks to all those participating in the many conferences and hackathons this week. And thank you to all those who have embarked on this journey to make the world a more inclusive, more sustainable, and better place. You are doing amazing work. You all deserve a hearty round of applause. Dear friends, what we need to do is to become more adventurous in the kitchen. With your help and the help of many others, we can bring together all of the ingredients to cook a new recipe for a new generation and a new world. I wish you all bon appétit in terms of food for thought and a mouth-watering conference. Thank you so much.